Hello, this is Will Dodd from Oconee River GYSTC, and in this video, I'm going to show you one of the ways to view the planets in Stellarium. So the first thing I'm going to do in this method is I'm going to turn off the atmosphere, and I'm also, I press the letter A to turn off the atmosphere, and I'm going to press the letter G on my keyboard to turn the ground off. That way I can navigate wherever I want to in space without having to worry about looking through the Earth's ground. So the next thing I want to do is in my little menu bar here, I'm going to turn on the planet labels. That way I can see where all the planets are in space here. Now, you can see Mercury, Mars, and Venus are all gathered around the sun here, but I'm going to click the sun. Of course, the sun's not a planet, but I'm going to go ahead and view it anyway. So I've selected the sun, and I will click / on my keyboard, and that's going to zoom in to the sun, and I can get a good view of that. I can click / and it'll zoom back out to my home position there. So I'm going to zoom in that area so I can find Mercury. So I'm going to click Mercury, click / and I can view Mercury. Now, while I'm viewing the planet, something cool I can do is I can progress time by 1 week at a time with the left and right bracket key. So if I wanted to view different sides of Mercury, I could do that. And also I can see it move through its phases by pressing that left and right bracket key. So that's just something cool you can do with each one of the planets as you get there. I'm going to press / to zoom all the way back out. And really, you can just select each planet. So there's Jupiter, / zoom into it. You can really do that with most of the planets. Just select it, press / zoom into it. Not too difficult to do that. The only ones that are going to pose a problem for you are Earth, of course, because we're on the Earth. So let me show you real quick the best way to view Earth in Stellarium, or one of the ways to view it. I'm going to select the sun, and with the sun selected, I can press on my keyboard Control G, and it's going to actually jump to the sun. So I'm on the sun right now. And you can see the surroundings here. You can see that I'm on the sun. Now, I don't see the Earth currently. So what I'm going to do is press G, which is going to turn the ground off. And let's see if I can find the Earth. So I'm just going to use my arrow keys to navigate around in space. And you can maybe tell already why I don't use this method in the planetarium to actually show people the planets. This is more of a computer thing because when you're doing this stuff a lot, it's going to make people sick. So I don't do that a whole lot. But to view the Earth, you want to go to the sun. And when you find the Earth, you can just press / after you select it and zoom into it. And again, you can press those bracket keys and actually see different views of the Earth. You can also press the L button and see the Earth rotate, which is a fun thing to do. All right, so I'm going to press Control H, which is going to take me back home to Earth. And again, I'm going to press A to turn off atmosphere and G to turn off the ground, and I can continue viewing the planets there. So I covered Earth. That's one of the problem planets that's kind of hard to view in Stellarium. The other problem planets, Neptune sometimes poses an issue when you're looking for that because it's so far away, it's just kind of hard to spot. So the best way to get a look at Neptune is to go on your menu bar on the left side here and go to the search window and just type in Neptune. And when you press enter, it's going to find it. So there's Neptune. And I'm going to press / to zoom in on Neptune, and we get a pretty good view along with its very faint rings, which is kind of cool to see. So that's a good way to view Neptune, just to type it into the search bar. Now, of course, students are always going to ask about Pluto. We want to see Pluto. Best way to do that is to, again, go to that search bar and type in Pluto. But I'll show you why Pluto poses an issue here. Pluto is just incredibly far away. So when I press / it's going to zoom in. I'm going to see a little dot. And that's as far as I can zoom in. I'm not going to get much closer than that. So Pluto looks like a dot from here. But what I can do is I can click on Pluto's moon, Charon. And when I click on it, I can then press Control G on my keyboard. And now I'm on Sharon. But what I'm going to do is press my backslash key so I zoom all the way out. And do you see Pluto anywhere? I'm not seeing Pluto anywhere. Let me turn the ground off. Now I should be able to look around to find Pluto. There we go. There's Pluto right there. So I can select Pluto and then press / to zoom in on it. And again, I can control time and watch Pluto move through its phases. So let's see. I'm going to progress by weeks at a time. See if I can get a good view of Pluto. Yeah, there we go. There's a pretty good view of Pluto. And so you'll notice too, there's a big dark mark on Pluto. There's a number of theories on how that got there, but the students, of course, will ask about that. But the theory that I've heard is a large object struck it, melted some of the rock and created that dark spot there. So that's one of the ways to view the planets in Stellarium. So on the next one, I'm going to show you more of how to hop from planet to planet. So I'll see you in the next video.